Live and direct. It's Sway in the morning.
Right here on Shade 45.
There it is, 7 minutes into the hour. That is an excerpt from one of the most popular TV shows there is, especially amongst teenage girls, called Pretty Little Liars. We have Sasha Pieterse is here with us today.
Yeah.
She plays Allison De Laurentiis, correct?
Perfect.
Okay. And first of all, welcome to the show, Sasha.
Yeah.
Good to
Thank you
see
so much. I'm so happy to be here.
I feel like I watched you grow up. You know,
I know, right?
You were in Spy Kids too, right?
I was in Shark Boy and Lava Girl, same director.
Same
Yeah,
director?
It's basically the same thing.
Same thing? Okay. But I've seen your face over the years, and then I got hooked on Pretty Little Liars because of my daughter.
How old is your daughter?
She's 15.
Nice.
And she read the book, and she's a reader. So she
That's
reads,
great.
and then I'm not allowed to watch things until I read. So I couldn't, she wouldn't let me see Twilight until I read the book.
Did you read it?
I faked like I read it.
Get on Wikipedia.
Man, I could read like the first chapter and tell you, summarize it all up. But Pretty Little Liars, I couldn't do it. So I want to have you up here to help explain the plot of this show. There's been multiple seasons now, Heather, and
we're finishing our fourth season.
The fourth season, right?
It's crazy.
Who is the A team?
We don't really know, to be honest. So you can just say we don't really know.
Turn the music down.
Yes, we need to talk.
Do you want me to start from the beginning?
Start from the beginning.
Okay. Well, the books are a lot different than the TV show.
Okay. All right.
So you've got that going for you.
Okay, good. Okay, I don't feel total dumb. All right, go ahead.
It basically starts out from my funeral. I disappeared for a year, and they finally found my body. And so my four posse kind of come together for the funeral, and Aria moves back to town, and so it's kind of a reunion for them.
Yeah.
But what ends up happening is someone keeps harassing them and blackmailing them using the initial A, which is Allison De Laurentiis. It's my initial.
Yeah.
And this person knows all of their secrets that happened when I was so-called alive and in present. And they're having all these naughty little things going on. Arya's sleeping with her teacher.
Yeah, I saw that part.
Spencer's basically having an affair with her sister's fiance. Emily is actually a lesbian, and she's,
in the closet. Or?
She's in the closet.
Yeah.
Well, in the beginning she was, and Hannah basically shoplifts, and she goes through all this stuff.
What the
She's
hell?
got an eating disorder. I mean, this is like especially for teenagers. It's like wow.
Yeah.
But so it's actually like a murder mystery, and the girls go through a lot in these seasons, trying to figure out what happened to me. And recently in this Halloween episode, you figured out that I was alive.
So you are alive.
I'm alive.
You're the living dead.
I am.
Heather, you see why it's such a. That's why I want to have Sasha on our show,
right?
So I can make sense when I'm speaking to my daughter that I actually know what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so she probably knows that I'm alive.
You're alive.
I'm alive.
Now, what's the red?
The red coat.
The red coat thing.
I don't know how much I can actually say. I've been traveling around in a red coat to disguise myself because, naturally you'd wear red to disguise yourself.
Yeah, you want to be conspicuous. Yeah.
But up until this point, but there's actually two red coats. So someone's also pretending to be me.
So there's an evil red coat?
There's an evil red coat and a good red coat. Now, in the books, Allison has a twin.
Yeah.
But in the show, she doesn't. But someone else might have a twin.
What?
I know. Okay, Sasha.
Basically, it is a night soap.
It's a nighttime soap opera for teenagers.
But, a really good one. We
needed this because Gossip Girls, was over. So I needed
something else.
I'm a teenage Caucasian girl at
really
heart.
are, Sway. Swaysha.
I like that one.
Swaysha.
Yeah.
You want to go live, Sasha? Go ahead.
Let's do it, man.
Go ahead.
That'll be that.
Can you sing with this? Go ahead.
Yeah. Sing it out if you love this land. Shout out loud, can I get an amen? Amen, amen. On this country, rise up.
Keep going. Bring them to church.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hi, guys.
Sasha Pieterse is here from Pretty Little Liars. Also, I read about your Emmy nomination for playing a child with terminal cancer.
Yeah, I was on House. that was actually, besides Pretty Little Liars, is probably one of my favorite things to do. It was extremely different. Hugh was great. Actually, the whole cast was awesome, but I was in hair and makeup every day for about 5.5 hours.
Wow.
To do this. Yeah, it was a heavy role, but it was fantastic. It was a really great story. And it took up the whole episode, which is kind of special.
Mm-hmm. What kind of research? Did you do research? Did you talk to kids who had terminal cancer?
So everyone asked me that kind of thing. Actually, before that, because of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, I was involved in an organization called Lollipop, which celebrities go and visit hospitals and kind of talk to kids and play with them, cancer patients. It's a very, very good organization. That basically brings celebrities and movies and everything they can to these kids.
What are you like, 17, 18?
I'm 17. Yeah.
17 years old. Does it sound like we talking to a grown woman?
Not at all.
And I don't like it.
Why? Why
because
not?
her dad is over there. I know what you're going through, man. You graduated out of high school at 14?
Yeah, I did.
Look at this, man.
Phenomenal.
You know why I don't like it, Heather?
Why?
Because
he's got a 15-year-old
I got a 15-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
And I don't want her to be this advanced and precocious. Her character was a freak in Pretty Little Liars.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, Sasha, because I
that
feel
was
like
not the
this.
research I did.
Yeah. Well, I'm going deeper because I felt like this. When I had to audition for Alcoholic, I drank for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
When I had to play a hooker, damn it, I went around.
Oh, come on, Heather.
Sasha, Pretty Little Liar, did you just start lying just to see how people would react?
I love the movie Mean Girls, and obviously
Yes.
that's basically a comedic version of our
Right.
show, or my character anyway. I was homeschooled. I pray to God that I wasn't an Allison. I don't think I was. But I mean, honestly, as an actor, I love doing different things.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, I don't want to say easy, but I like transforming. So when I read a script or something, I envision myself doing that. So I think that's pretty easy. I just did a movie with Joaquin Phoenix. It's a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. It's got a really good cast, but I play a 22-year-old cocaine addict who sleeps with Martin Short's character to get drugs. So I didn't do meth for that. Or cocaine or anything like that I was involved.
Hold up, put her dad on the phone, man. I mean, on the mic.
So I'm not. I maybe more so, watch a few things, watch how people do things, or actually Joaquin and Martin, who I had the scenes with, they were very good at that. So I watched.
Yeah, they're good at doing drugs.
Vicariously through them, just the way they were doing it.
Well, did you see that documentary?
It was fun.
That Joaquin did when he was trying to be the rapper and and he went to see P. Diddy and. They were having sex and they were doing lines. I don't know if they were.
He is one of the nicest guys I've ever met, but he is batshit crazy, if I can say that online. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
He really is, but honestly, he knew everyone's names.
Did he?
It was great. He knew down to every crew member. It was awesome. He was a very, very nice guy.
Yeah, he comes from
He was loopy, but he's great.
He's loopy, right? But can I put your dad on the mic?
Yeah, go for it.
Mr. Pieterse, how you doing, man? Your daughter is playing a 22-year-old cokehead who has sex for drugs.
Yeah, I wasn't in town at the time. I was actually out of the country, and she texted me, says, "Your dad, you won't believe what I'm doing today." I said, well, what's that, baby? And she says, "I've been making out with Martin Short for the last 8 hours, and there's a good chance you might see a bit of my butt." So I was like, what?
Yeah. You're from South Africa. Where you from?
Yeah,
South
originally
Africa?
South Africa.
Yeah, I was born there too.
Now, you were born in South Africa,
Yeah.
right?
We've been here 14 years now. We all naturalized
Citizens.
Americans.
So are you anti-apartheid or for it?
Oh, shit.
Sway.
Before I say my next question.
No, we're anti.
Anti, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
Oh, my God.
what a great loss, right? What a great loss
Yeah.
of Nelson
Yeah,
Mandela,
it was
right? President Mandela, right?
Yeah, he was a great figurehead, not so much, he didn't really do anything per se, but his aura, spread around the world. And when he was in prison, he actually evolved into a fantastic man. I admire the man he became.
Absolutely.
Because he, if I was in jail for 27 years and when I came out and I thought I was wrongly put in jail, I'd be after everyone. And the man really wanted a rainbow nation, South Africa. And it's, as you know, politics, it's tough to always get what you want as an individual.
Yeah.
So he had struggles even doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as what he represented when he came out was awesome, and I think it influenced a lot of people around the world.
Mr. Pieterse, right there, man.
Yeah.
The man who's okay with his daughter, making out with Joaquin Phoenix.
That's acting.
And Martin Short.
That's acting. And Martin Short. Sasha Pieterse is here. That was from Heroes. What was that like?
It was a lot of fun,
Yeah.
actually. It was a lot of fun because, again, it was something I'd never done before.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing was, they actually used fire.
Oh, did
It
they?
wasn't fake. Yeah, it wasn't special effects.
Yeah.
So there's just one thing. It was like a crazy, twisted, basically circus, and the sets were incredible. In fact, they actually have a huge had a huge set on the Universal lot. It was a full blown circus.
Mm-hmm.
Everything worked. It was a great show. But yeah, there was like a handkerchief that I blew up, and they actually did that. It was completely rigged, but it was great.
Oh, damn, man.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You've been in the business your entire life.
Yeah.
What do you feel like was that most definitive milestone moment that kind of catapulted your career?
Well, I started when I was 4. My first TV show was when I was 6. But I think
Oh, she just stunned on
I
us
like
right
that
there.
one. That was great. But I was really blessed to have worked as much as I did. I had consistent work, which not a lot of people can say that they had. I always looked older than I was, and that was hard because I was going against the grain because most people are older who play younger. Like all the girls on my show are between, let's see, I think 23 to getting close to 30.
Oh,
So,
really?
so I'm the youngest on the show,
Yeah.
which was completely abnormal, and I think that had to have been my landmark. I mean, this has given me such a great platform to do a lot of things, and it was one of those like, oh, finally, and I was playing older. I did the pilot when I was 12.
For
And
Pretty Little Liars?
For Pretty Little Liars, I was 12
Yeah.
in
Wow.
December.
Wow.
When we started filming the complete season, I was 13. And so I was playing 15 or 16. And now, I guess, because I'm alive, I've kind of caught up. Now I'm actually playing
So
my age.
all those other girls are pretty much doable, though. The 23 and over.
Sway?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
I
watch
guess
this
you could
show
say that.
differently.
Troyan's taken.
I'm going other than you. I'm going to watch that show totally differently now. Wow.
Yeah, I find that
gracious.
that's why our demographic is actually kind of growing, is because all these boyfriends and guys are realizing, oh, there's some cute girls on that show.
So what the nondescript girl who you can't tell if she's Asian or
Shay?
Yeah. She's 23 and over?
She, oh, poor thing, I don't know if she
But
likes
she's
him at her
over
age. I think she's 25 or 26.
Look at that.
Hmm.
Plotting.
Oh yeah, he's tapping his fingers like,
Tuesday nights. Make sure you know where I'll be Tuesday night. All right. Go ahead,
Sasha.
Tracy. I'm sorry.
Now I know you're 17 and you have your dad here. I want to
Yeah.
share with you what I was doing on the Lilo when I was 17. How I was hiding things from my pops. Well, I had graduated. Let me see. I had graduated from dry humping to regular humping.
all right.
I had my
All right.
first real boyfriend who was 5 years older than me. Had to have that from my dad. And he was the guy that introduced me to marijuana.
All right.
What a
for
role
you,
model.
hey, I'm saying use me as a cautionary tale. But for you at 17, are you allowed to date? Like, how does your father?
I am.
Okay.
I am. They've been. That's the thing is, honestly, honesty is our policy, and it's which is great because they've always been pretty lenient. So it's really, they'll trust me until I give them a reason not to.
Have you dated guys that are not in the industry though?
Oh, that's my favorite thing to do, and I tell you that because there's a lot of guys in the industry that are crazy, and it's hard to date, especially actors in the industry because
They're hoes.
they are, and it ends up they are, and it ends up being like it ends up being more so a competitive thing, or they're sleazeballs, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just it's not. I mean,
Baby
generally
mamas.
not everyone, obviously,
Mm.
but it makes life a lot more difficult. The good thing is that they know your industry, and that's the best thing. But I mean, there's even like behind the camera is really,
Oh God, like
which is
directors.
great.
Mhm.
Not directors. More so, just even like I don't know, producers or anything like that is better because then they understand your hours. The problem with not dating someone in the business is that. Oh, well, why are you staying so long? I mean,
Yeah.
you've been filming for a long time, or where you're going, that kind of thing, and they don't understand kind of logistics of the business.
Yeah.
Why'd you have to?
Catch-22.
How come you had to rehearse that kissing scene with Martin Short so many times? That's what thing, right? Right? Okay. Anyway. Wow. Anything else, Tracy? Are you good?
Well, actually, I was going to say,
geez.
what? Hey, if you put the battery in my pack, I'm going to go. But when you were saying how a lot of people, you look older than your actual age, does that
Yeah.
mean that a lot of older guys try to hit on you?
Of course. I think it's really funny.
What's the oldest that you're allowed to go of men?
I don't know.
Father.
Dad. No, but I think it's
older than 22.
22.
Okay.
Good.
I think it's really
Good.
funny though when when there's like guys in their 30s or that kind of thing, and they
Kinda
think
hit
I'm
on
in
you.
my
Yeah.
20s, mid 20s.
Yeah, because Jake
But-
Gyllenhaal, he goes young.
Yeah, he does. But you know what's really funny is the expression when they find out your real age. Their face just like they go white.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's great.
Yeah. You just focus on your work right now. You don't need to be dating nobody, okay?
Yeah.
All right. We need to get some awards out of here. We need some Emmys and some some
I love that.
Oscars, right?
Yeah, we've actually the show in general has been great with that. People's Choice and Teen Choice Awards. We've been lucky with that. But I'd love to.
All right. Pretty
further
Little
than that.
Liars, man. Tuesday nights, right?
Yes. So January 7th is our winter premiere.
Winter premiere, January 7th. Sasha,
Yeah.
thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
been fun.
Mr. Pieterse, thank you for blessing our mic.
Yeah.
He's cringing over there. He's pissed as hell. No, I'm joking. What's up next? What do you have coming up next, too?
Well, the January 7th is the for TV, but my music actually is coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I have a single coming out called No, December 10th. Yeah, on
She
iTunes.
didn't bring a song?
We played that one.
We put yeah.
wasn't-
Yeah, if I
was
would have
taking
known,
pictures.
hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kidding.
All right.
Taking pictures.
Okay.
But thank you. I appreciate you playing the
Absolutely.
Playing the song.
We
It's
gave you
good.
your first spin on Sirius XM.
That's right.
You're listening to Sway in the morning.
On Shade 45.